We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Miami Marlins and the New York Mets. It's Baseball on the Show, and it's coming up next. Michael Wacha, the right-hander from the state of Iowa, gets the starting assignment. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Michael Wacha, if he brings the straight changeup, that's his best pitch. Drafted in the first round out of Texas A&M University. Good fastball, not a great fastball. 92 to 95, more of a straight fastball. The curveball is good, but he's known for the straight changeup. If he brings that good changeup, he can shut anybody down.
Into the box now, Jonathan Villar. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, despite the loss last time out, they'd won 4 in a row, so they've been on a nice little roll here.
Yeah, Matty, if they're going to clean up their recent trend right now, they're going to have to find a way for it to start on the mound. They can't go out like last game and allow a bunch of runs and not play sound defense behind them. Both those things are going to have to change if this team's going to get it going in the right direction.
Grounded to first, reined in, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Standing in, Miguel Rojas. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. First pitch coming, here it is. So far this season, Rojas hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
1-1 the count now. Pitch on the way. Heading out towards shallow right. Conforto will come in a bit and put it away for the second out of the inning.
Batting third, the left fielder, number 23, Corey Dickerson.
First pitch of the at-bat. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
You know, D-Row, he is a pitcher's best friend, Clyde Washington. Down in the strike zone, he'll definitely call that ball right at the knees.
If he's consistent with it, Dan, which Clyde always is, I'm okay with it.
Well, it looked like the fastball got away from him there.
One strike.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. Oh, what a play! Got him! Another look at the fine play at first that concludes matters here in the inning. The three of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Sandy Alcantara, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
At the plate, Brandon Nimmo. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, I always felt like these were huge games, whether it's earlier in the season or later in the season, to find a way to get to 500. You feel like you can start fresh and start pushing in a different direction. You cannot continue to ride that seesaw of win one, lose one. This team has to get hot. Starts today.
Good waste pitch, 1-2. Now here's the pitch. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
This is pulled into right. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So with that, the Mets have a runner aboard to get the inning underway.
Hey, this game's starting off exactly the way they want it to. Lead-off single in the bottom of the first. After their pitcher went out there and threw a donut on the board, boys are flying around.
So here's Pete Alonso, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike one. His prior history in this matchup, the pitcher's owned him. He's a paltry 1 for 11. Ready with the 0-1.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. Set to deliver on 2-1. 2-2.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
And this one gets away. And you can forget about the double play now as the runner moves up to second base.
Well, I know what he was thinking there. The pitch before was way out of the zone, and he was hacking. So the pitcher says, hey, if he's going to swing at that, how about this? Solid strategy, except this time it didn't work out, and it's a wild pitch.
Nimmo stands at second with no outs. Hit hard, but this will be a foul ball.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Now in the box, Michael Conforto. He went deep in the contest last night. First delivery to him on the way. And he takes ball 1.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
From the belt, kicks and deals.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
None out, runners at first and second. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. He's coming off a 3-hit performance in the loss last night. He's set and the pitch. Now a hard liner, but foul.
Pitcher on the mound has to find a way to minimize damage right here. Gotta believe he's willing to trade 2 outs for a run.
Tight spot, bases loaded, nobody out. That misses. 1 ball and 1 strike here to the Mets backstop.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a liner. Foul. Bases loaded here. Nobody out. Weak grounder down the first baseline. But a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. And he fouls this one off. And a swing and a miss on a huge first out there as he sets him down swinging with the bases loaded.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Here's Robbie Cano now as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. And the run will score as the Mets have claimed the early 1-0 advantage.
Hey, that's a big RBI single right there, D-Roll. They lost the first game of this series, and they certainly don't want to fall behind and may potentially lose the first 2 games of this set.
Without question, Dan. Offensively, you're just trying to grind it out. Give your team a chance. Give the pitcher a chance to relax a little bit. Even the series up, hopefully, and fight it out tomorrow.
J.D. Davis, the next at bat. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Bases are loaded here. 1 man out. Into the corner and slicing foul. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And that'll plate their second run of the game as they take a 2-0 lead.
Well, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
At the plate, Dominic Smith, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. And he takes a cold strike 1.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
The 1-1.
1 ball. 2 straight.
Props to the hitter right there for laying off with a guy on third. You want to be aggressive, but you have to get a pitch you can drive.
Here now the 2-2. Just hung in there on that one. The 2-2 one more time. Fouled off. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
You can certainly tell at-bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher. But you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. From the belt, kicks and deals. Left side, but well foul. Another full count pitch home. Count still full, 3-2. Oh, and it misses, ball 4, and that will force home a run.
And it's times like these that a pitcher feels awfully lonely. I can see why he didn't want to be too aggressive. Last thing he wants to do is give up a grand slam to a dangerous hitter, but walking in a run is painful too. And here he is again, still with the bases loaded.
Now batting, Amed Rosario, and the Mets with an opportunity for more damage here in the first. He's set. Here it comes. Swing and a line drive. Foul. 3 runs already home here. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. Two balls and a strike to Amed Rosario.
To me, it looks like he just doesn't trust himself out there on the mound. It's like he's fighting his body on every pitch, and as a result, we're seeing a lot of balls from him early on in this game.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. Here now the 2-2. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Stepping in now, Michael Wacha, fouled away. Another first inning RBI opportunity for him here. Oh, 1, here's the pitch.
Well, that sinker is normally a really important pitch for him, but it really hasn't been effective so far. It just looks kind of flat.
And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Cooper is under it. 2 gone.
Now batting, the center fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
So it's back to the top of the order now. And ready to bat next, the Wyoming native Brandon Nimmo. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Grounded softly down the line toward first. But a foul ball here, 0-1. 4 runs here in this half inning. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
He put himself in a good position, jumping ahead 0-2 with the bases loaded. Now we'll see if he can finish it off.
Looking to leave him loaded. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So they strike for 4 runs in the inning, but are denied a chance to really do damage as they leave the bases loaded. 1 inning in the books here. It's the Mets 4 and the Marlins nothing. Stepping up to the plate, Garrett Cooper. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Here's the pitch.
As an offense right here, 4-0, you can't let that get away from you. You're a grand slam from tying this one up. Everyone take a deep breath and just start getting some guys on base.
Swinging a blooper to the right side. Here comes the right fielder. He can't get there as it falls in.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
At the plate now, Brian Anderson. Now a hard liner, but foul. From the belt, kicks and deals. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
The good news for pitchers in this park is that it doesn't give up many home runs. A lot of room in the outfield. Sometimes that's the bad news as well, though, because there's a lot of space for hits to get down and to go for extra bases just like that.
Here's Matt Joyce now, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. The 1-0 is taken, strike 1.
Ooh, that's a good pitch to take a hack at right there. Change up in the zone. He'd like to have that one back.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder is on the run. He's there to make the catch, and here comes the runner from third as this should get him on the board. And there's a first step in the comeback. The sac fly makes this a 4-1 ball game. Settling in now, Harold Ramirez. Only 1 hit for him in his last 4 ball games. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Cut fastball in there for a called strike. Ramirez is a guy that has a lot of speed, no doubt about that. And while that's certainly a weapon for him offensively, it could be argued that it benefits him just as much on the defensive side of the ball, given the position he plays.
And not only just speed, but first step quickness speed. He's able to track balls down that other guys cannot get to. And sometimes that's half the equation.
Now an off-speed pitch that nearly ran in and got him.
That was a changeup, so there really wasn't any intent behind it. Looked to me like it just slipped out of his hand a little bit. That'll happen sometimes because of the grip of that straight changeup.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And no one will get this one. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. And this pitch is foul tip right into the glove of Ramos as he stays with it to record the strikeout.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you could tell these things and exploit them.
Into the box now, Jorge Alfaro, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. 2 out here and a runner at second. And he popped him up back into foul territory behind first, and no one can get there. He'll try it again. Now the 1-1 pitch.
2-1.
A swing and a ground ball to third. Davis grabs it cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Marlins forced to settle for one. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Mets 4 and the Marlins 1. Next for the Mets, Pete Alonso. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
21.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Now the 2-1 pitch is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
Ready with another 2-2. Sinker. 3-2 now.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
Now to the plate, Michael Conforto. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
A runner at first with no outs here. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Ready with the 0-2. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. One 0 count. Here it is. Low and away as he misses again. 2-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
In the dirt here. And he'll keep that runner where he is. But meanwhile, it's 3-0 now. There's a strike with the fastball as he gets back in the count at 3-1. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single.
Well, Matt, as we take a look at his line here, he might not know all the specifics, but he knows he hasn't been pitching all that well in this one. Sometimes it happens. You start a game and never completely get into that rhythm. Seems to be the case here.
Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball one. Runners are at first and third, one away. And he misses again to Cano. It's 2-0 now.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a third time.
Now the 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
If he concedes the walk here, he's in real trouble of giving up a big inning. It's not all that bad yet, but dealing with the bases loaded will make it pretty tough to wiggle out of.
And Cano's able to lay off that time. He'll reach on the base on balls.
You know, that's sort of a tough one since it's only the second inning, but I think it's about knowing your pitcher and how they respond. He's had some struggles here, so I think he's just reminding him to let those go and focus on the next batter.
Ready for another chance? J.D. Davis. And a big hit here with the bases loaded could really put this one out of reach early on. First pitch coming. Here it is. Bases are loaded with only one out. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. The next 0-2. This is on the ground over to first. And that is into right field. A base hit. One run scores. And the run is in to score from second. It's 6-1.
The left fielder, number 2, Dominic.
Now the Marlins skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So a less than stellar performance here tonight as he makes the early exit and forces that bullpen into action much earlier than anticipated. Josh Rader is going to come on in relief now, and he may be asked to eat several innings as this game is just still really getting underway. In now, Dominic Smith, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. The 0-1.
Oh. One ball, one strike.
Still only one out in the inning. Belted high in the air out to left. Dickerson going back to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And Cano will score. He's safe at home plate.
One of the things you want to do as an offense, right, is stay fundamental and keep pushing. A great job there. Sac fly pushes the third run across in this inning.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And up next will be the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario. From the stretch. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. Towards second. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So they pick up 3 runs on only 2 hits in the inning. No errors and a runner left. We've played 2 full. It's the Mets 7 and the Marlins 1. So here now is the pitcher, Josh Rader. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Here's the pitch. Looked like he was swinging no matter what that time as he goes way out of the zone at that offering. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
This hitter right now looks overmatched with a fastball. I think you go right back to it.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning. Striding in once again, Jonathan Villar. Second appearance here. He grounded out to start the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat. High in the air out to center field. Nimmo is there. 2 gone.
The batter, the shortstop, Miguel Rojas.
Now at the plate, Miguel Rojas. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a swing and a weak little line drive over to first. And no problem over there at first as he flags this one down to end the inning. Miami down in order. They're down 7-1. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the 3rd inning and posting a bunch of runs right out of the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Bottom of the 3rd now. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Michael Walker. He popped out in his first trip. Pitch on the way. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. And it's fouled away. The 1-1 home. Down the 3rd baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Here's the pitch.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher, but sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
And he fouls this one off. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Brandon Nimmo is on deck. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. The next 3-2. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first, but this will land untouched. Fouled off.
You can visibly see the body language of this guy on the mound has completely changed during this at bat. 6 foul balls has to be completely frustrating him that he can't put him away.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You can just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
Three and 0 now. Pete Alonso is on deck. There's ball 4.
It's all a part of learning how to pitch in the big leagues. Major league hitters will not bail you out by swinging at pitches out of the zone. So he's going to have to continue to learn how to get guys out at this level.
At the plate, Pete Alonso. Here's the first pitch to him.
That's him up. 1-1. Ball. 2-1.
Runners on first with 1 down. A line shot to third base, and the runner gets back. No double play.
Now batting, the right fielder, Michael Conforto.
Ready once again, Michael Conforto. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a line drive, but just fouls as he just misses extra bases. Conforto, a 27-year-old who was selected in the first round during the 2014 draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike.
Hey, down 0-2, he better be leery of this guy's nasty changeup. He has the ability to bury it down and away or down and in wherever he wants to, so you got to be on point with this one.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Mets strand 1. They're on top 7-1. Leading off the inning, Corey Dickerson, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. 2-0. Swing and a little blooper to center. Coming in is Nimmo. He can't get to it. This one's down. The throw into second. And he's out trying to stretch it into a double, so a costly mistake here leading off the inning.
The first baseman, Garrett Cooper.
And that'll bring in Garrett Cooper. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. A base hit in his first trip. The windup and the 0-1.
Oh, 1 ball, 1 strike.
1 run on 3 hits and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Swinging a soft liner. And that's the second out.
Now batting, third baseman, Brian Anderson.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Brian Anderson. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time. Man, he's seeing it like a beach ball right now. Even his soft contact is finding holes there.
He's making it nearly impossible for a pitcher right now. Up, down, in and out, hard, soft. Anything you throw forward to home plate, this guy seems to somehow be able to find a hole.
And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. He's got that batting average even at a point where even a 1 for 5 will gain him some points. 3 homers and 11 RBIs. From the belt, the pitch.
2-0.
Now, when you've got a 6-run lead out there, there's no reason not to go right at guys. You have to keep attacking the zone.
And that's over. 2-1.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first 2 pitches. Anything on the outer half of the plate's going to look a foot outside.
1 run, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Chopped on the ground over to first. A flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Mets 7 and the Marlins 1. Digging in and looking for more, Wilson Ramos. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Liner towards second. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night. So make it 2 hits for him in this one as he's on base here in the home 4th. And as we check out the rankings on this Mets ball club, you can see there he's currently leading the team in that department. So Robinson Cano will grab a bat next. Fouled away. It was a walk in his last trip. The 0-1 is a fastball low, and that evens the count at 1-1. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1-2.
That's exactly the pitch you don't want to be chasing in these situations. He's going to keep that ball down below the hollow of the knee, try and get you to ground into a double play. You have to set your sights at least belt high.
Swung on but fouled off to the left. And here's a swing and a miss by Cano as he set down on strikes, and there's one away.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
So now to the plate, J.D. Davis, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Strike 2 swinging just out in front of the slider.
Welcome to my world right here, batter. I've seen this 0-2 count way too many times. Hittable pitch in the middle of the zone, you take one. Slider in the dirt, you come unglued. Now you got to step out of the box. You have no idea what's going to happen.
A bullet to first base. And now they'll tag him out between first and second. It's a double play, and the inning is over. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the Mets 7 and the Marlins 1. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. A lot of their outs have come from weak contact and strikeouts as a result of chasing pitches outside the strike zone. He said it's going to be extremely important for them going forward to be more selective with their swings and force the opposition to throw more strikes.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Digging in now, Harold Ramirez. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
This is line to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
So striding forward now, Jorge Alfaro. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. And he has a cut at that one, but misses 2-1.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
Alfaro in front, 3 balls and a strike.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
1 out, nobody on. Drilled to first. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Now batting, the pitcher, Josh Rader.
John Birdie will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 5, John Birdie.
Curveball is nowhere close, and it's 1-0. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. And he misses again, 2-0.
2 balls, no strike.
Takes this the other way to right. And that'll get down for a 2-out single.
Count leverage right there, sitting dead red fastball, and he didn't miss it. Nice swing right there, driving it into the outfield for a knock.
To the plate now, Jonathan Villar. No balls and a strike to count. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Below the zone, a swing and a miss. This is lifted out to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. One left for Miami. They're down 7-1. Ryan Stanek gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Striding into the box, Dominic Smith. He hit a sac fly earlier.
Leading up for the Mets, the left fielder, Dominic Smith.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Stanek is a guy known for his lights-out stuff. He tends to rack up strikeout numbers at a very high rate. However, he does at times get wild. Walks have come back to bite him on more than one occasion.
You know, it's not uncommon, Matty V, for a relief pitcher to come in with really good stuff. And it seems like he's either really hit and miss. He'll rack up a lot of strikeouts, but if he's not quite on, he'll also rack up a lot of base on balls. And that can cause a pitching coach and a manager to really start to pull their hair out.
Here's a look at the final line for the Marlins starting pitcher. Not the night he or his club were hoping for.
Yeah, nothing seemed in sync for him out there in this one, Matt. He just couldn't get the ball where he wanted to, and the opponents really took advantage of that. That's a brutal feeling sitting in the dugout. Know that you disappointed your team and you went out there and laid an egg.
He's set, and the pitch. Bases are empty, one man out. Fastball just misses. That's ball one. The 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike two. He takes strike three called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away. So bases are empty here with two gone, and the veteran right-hander Michael Wacha will hit next. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And that one misses badly. It's ball two. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3. They're on top 7-1. Digging in to try it again, Miguel Rojas. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered one hit to the top three guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
First delivery to him on the way. Grounded to third. Davis has got it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Up next for the Marlins, the left fielder, Corey Dickerson.
Stepping in, Corey Dickerson. He was thrown out at second trying to stretch a base hit into a double in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, his wheels got him in trouble a little bit last time. Tried to take advantage, thought the defense was napping a little bit. In retrospect, maybe he should have just shut it down and steal second base.
And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Garrett Cooper.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Garrett Cooper. A hit in 2 tries so far. Here comes the first pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Takes this the other way to right. Into a slide, and he makes a great catch to retire the side. A fine sliding catch here will take us to break. The 3 of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Brandon Nimmo. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. One is a splitter that misses for the first ball. The 1-1 goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Here comes Dickerson. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
The first baseman, Pete Alonso.
1 away now for the Mets in the 6th, and up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso. First offering on its way. High and deep down the left field line, and that's going to land foul. The 0-1 pitch. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. Into the second deck and gone. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 5 on the year, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
That's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
The right fielder, number 30, Michael Conforto.
Into the box, Michael Conforto. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. In there, and he's in control 0-2 now.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Standing in now, Wilson Ramos. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. The set and the 1-0 pitch. 2 out, nobody on. Two and 1. Now here's the pitch. Tough to do much with that one. A swing and a miss. The 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there, 2-2. Not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it easy for the hitter in that one.
Pitch is swung on and hit toward VR at second. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. The 3 of us return with more Wednesday night baseball after this. Seventh inning ready to roll. Digging in, Brian Anderson. He singled his last time up.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners.
Hit high and deep out to left. A ball that's carrying, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
Wow, when you're swinging the bat like he is, you want the game to go to extra so you can get some more ABs. That's his 3rd hit of the game, and his swing just keeps getting better and better. Almost hit that one out of here, but he'll take a double anytime.
Matt Joyce is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Good pitch there, called a strike on the inside corner.
Let's see if he tries to climb the ladder right here, change his eye level, or bounce something in the dirt.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Smith has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
The batter, the right fielder, Harold Ramirez.
Into the box now, Harold Ramirez. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
0-1 the count. And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. A bouncer up the middle. Rosario's got it, and there's out number 2.
Up next for the Marlins, the catcher, Jorge Alfaro.
Digging in once again, Jorge Alfaro, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He's set. Here it comes. The 1-0. 1-1 the count. To the left side, but it's well fouled. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Count even at 2-2 to the Marlins catcher. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Smith is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Marlins leave 1. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Sterling Sharp will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Francisco Cervelli is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Number 29.
Robinson Cano the next to dig in. A hit in 2 official trips to the plate to this point in the ball game. Here comes the first pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Joyce is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the 1st out of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman, J.D. Davis.
Next up for New York, J.D. Davis. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Looks like a left-hander up and throwing now in that Marlins bullpen. One out, nobody on. Oh, look at that stop. And he'll just flip this on to first for the 2nd out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 2, Dominic Smith.
Striding in, Dominic Smith. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
1 ball, no strike.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
Ball. 2-0.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
Well, they were obviously pitching around him there, and I don't blame them. With the bases empty and 2 outs and a hitter of this caliber at the plate, make somebody else beat you.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
Nope.
Ball 2.
Well, that's another great hitting count here on 2-0. It's no wonder why they're up 7.
Three and 0 now. 2 out with the man at first. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
Now batting, the pitcher.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Michael Waka. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at-bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
1-1.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. The three of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Brad Brock has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 29, Brad Brock.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. From the stretch, here's the pitch. This one's down to third. Davis brings it in. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Final line there for the Mets starting pitcher. He was great all night long.
One of the big keys to having a good pitching performance is not being afraid to throw the ball into the strike zone. And this guy certainly wasn't. And this one didn't allow a walk all game long.
At the plate, Jonathan Villar, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. One and one to the Marlins leadoff hitter. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. Bases are empty, one man out. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. Two balls and two strikes to Jonathan Villar. That's lifted the other way out to left. Left fielder giving chase. Oh, and this deflects right off him. And he'll pull into second with one away.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
Stepping in now, Miguel Rojas. A quick glove at third, and there are two gone.
The left fielder, number 23, Corey Dickerson.
Now at the plate, Corey Dickerson. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. popped up. Davis in foul ground, and this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Count remains at 0-2. Another one sent foul. Another 0-2 coming. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Pulled toward right center field. On the run is Nimmo. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. One left for Miami. It's still an 8-1 ball game. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Brandon Nimmo. It was a fly out for him in his last trip.
Brandon Nimmo.
Here's the first pitch to him. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0.
Here we go. Oh, that's inside.
This is pulled into right. Ramirez is there to put it away for out number 1.
Now batting, first baseman, Pete.
Into the box. Pete Alonso comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
And that last at bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Ramirez is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
The right fielder, number 30, Michael Conforto.
So digging in now, Michael Conforto. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. That misses. 1-2.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hit right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
Ready on 1-2. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Back goes Joyce, and that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A solo home run there for Michael Conforto. Home run number 5 on the year as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
He hit a homer last night, too, so it's obvious that he's in a groove right now. My advice to this staff, don't give him anything he can extend his arms on. You do, and he's going to make you pay for it, just like he did.
In now, Wilson Ramos.
Number 40, Wilson.
As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. The windup and the 0-1. That misses. 1 ball and 1 strike here to the Mets backstop. slapped hard the opposite way. Lands in for a base hit, and he's 3 for 5 in this one.
Boy, there's another opposite base hit right there, D-Row. He's turning April showers into May foulers right now.
There's no doubt about it. This guy has gotten off to a hot start, but it's his ability to use the whole field. That's what's made the difference. He's not just pull happy or trying to push everything the other way. He's taking what the pitcher's giving him.
To the plate now, Robinson Cano, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Lifted the other way out to left center. After it is Dickerson. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. But the Mets are able to tack on one thanks to the solo homer. Last chance coming up here for the Marlins. It's the Mets 9 and the Marlins 1. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Garrett Cooper, starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count. At least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First pitch of the at-bat. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
Here comes the 0-1.
No, that's a ball.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The batter, the third baseman, Brian Anderson.
Coming to the plate now, Brian Anderson. 3 hits, including a pair of doubles for him thus far. From the stretch. No balls and 1 strike. 1 out, nobody on. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. Now the pitch. Hit hard up the middle. And that's just past the grasp of Cano into center, a base hit.
Got to be a little frustrated on the offensive side. Yeah, everybody's getting knocks and the batting averages are flowing right now, but nobody's come up with that big runner in scoring position, 2-out knock kind of feel that really is going to break this game open.
Into the box now, Matt Joyce. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 1-0 home. Liner toward right center. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 game so far. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
I know the score's out of hand right here, but I've never met a big league ball player that's going to give away an at-bat in any game ever. Nice piece of hitting right there, staying within yourself and grabbing you a knock.
So stepping in, Harold Ramirez. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. He's set, and the pitch.
Awesome execution right there. Great pitcher's pitch and an excellent job to get ahead in a tough spot.
The 0-1 delivery.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Got to find a way to grind.
Slapped hard the opposite way. Catch made here in medium deep right center, and the runner's breaking from third. And not in time as the run scores.
Boy, this one looked like it was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught in the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
Jesus Aguilar will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
For Miami, number 24, Jesus Aguilar.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Behind 0-2 now. And with about 32,000 in the building, they're on their feet now. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. Miami down to their last strike. Miami, good night.
Wow, they were banging on all cylinders, from the leadoff man to the number 9 guy, the owner. They absolutely cruised to a 7-run victory. If it were only always that easy, right?
A 9-2 finish at the end of this contest. The Metropolitans jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Michael Waka takes the win on the mound, his second of the year. Sandy Alcantara was hit hard to the tune of 7 earned as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game tonight: for the victorious New York Mets, 9 runs on 10 hits. No errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the Marlins, 2 runs, 9 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 27 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.